I was never thrilled about the idea of my daughter dating. When she left for college, I figured I had at least a couple of years before I'd have to meet some boyfriend and pretend to like him. But just 3 months in, she brought home Ethan. Ethan was exactly the kind of guy I never imagined for my daughter. He was tall and skinny, had messy hair like he'd never seen a comb, and said, dude, way too much. He was polite, sure, but there was something about his laid-back attitude that didn't sit right with me. My daughter had always been responsible, focused, and full of ambition. Ethan, on the other hand, seemed like he just drifted through life without a plan. I tolerated him, barely. For months, I kept conversations with him as short as possible. Nods, one-word answers, pretending to check my phone, anything to avoid actually engaging. But no matter how distant I was, he never seemed bothered. He always smiled, acted like we were already close, and kept showing up with that same easygoing energy. Then came the family dinner. My wife cooked a big meal, and Ethan came over. Everything was going fine until my wife and daughter realized they'd forgotten dessert. They decided to run to the store, leaving me alone with Ethan for the first time ever. The silence was brutal. I sat there scrolling through my phone, pretending to be busy, while Ethan stared at the table like he was trying to disappear. After what felt like forever, he finally cleared his throat. So, do you like whiskey? I looked up. The kid actually looked nervous. I nodded. His face lit up. I brought a bottle my dad gave me for my birthday. It's supposed to be really good. Want to try it? I don't know why, but I said yes. At first, it was just as awkward as before. We sipped in silence, neither of us knowing what to say. Then he started telling me about the time he tried to impress my daughter by taking her rock climbing and ended up getting stuck halfway up the wall, needing an instructor to get him down while she laughed from below. I laughed. A real laugh. I told him about the time I entered a chili eating contest to impress my wife when we were dating, and ended up throwing up on a state senator's shoes. One drink turned into two. Two turned into... I lost count. We started talking about everything. Music, movies, embarrassing college stories. I realized Ethan wasn't as aimless as I thought. He actually had goals and was working towards starting his own business. He wasn't careless. He just didn't stress about things he couldn't control. At some point, we got loud. Really loud. By the time my wife and daughter got back, we were completely drunk, singing along to some old rock song, neither of us knowing the words. My wife looked less than impressed. My daughter just stood there staring at us like we'd lost our minds. Ethan grinned and said, "Ma'am, your cooking is amazing." That was it. I lost it. That night changed everything. I stopped just tolerating Ethan and started genuinely liking him. Now he's like a second son to me. I still don't know exactly how it happened, but somewhere between a couple drinks and a ridiculous conversation, he won me over. And honestly, I'm glad he did.